Hello, we're here today with Bill Pollak, Dr. Bill Pollak. How and when did your passion for veterinary medicine start?
Well, it started really as an experience. I had to go work on a farm um, as a requirement for fulfilling graduate work at college, and I was a city boy at that time, and I had a wonderful experience, an ideal experience working on an ideal dairy farm with collie dogs and work horses, and it was just for a city kid, it was just amazing. And I was sitting there in the barn and looking at the cows. And this was before any kind of meditation, but I must have done transcended or something. And I thought it'd be wonderful, how wonderful it would be to be an ambassador between the animals and people. And I forgot that thought for quite a while, but then it came back, and this is what I do. This is what I'd
That's
like to
wonderful.
succeed in doing.
Where do you see yourself and the Fairfield Animal Hospital in 5 years?
Well, 5 years is really not that far off when you get as old as I am, and I see it continuing to provide a service um, to make veterinary medicine affordable, practical, and reliable. I see it pretty much the same. You know, I love what I do as long as my eyes and my hands work, and I have my wonderful wife. Uh, Continue to do what we're doing.
Great. Have you always been entrepreneurial? Have you had some earlier entrepreneurial experiences?
Well, entrepreneurial is a funny word, uh, and I never thought myself an entrepreneur. But after I spoke to Hal or whatever, you want to expand the definition of the word, that's fine. I think entrepreneurial would be a conviction. When it comes to making decision making processes, uh, something I felt deep down that was right and convicted. And you don't really know what you're convicted, what your conviction is towards in specifics, but you have a general idea of where you want to go. And if it provides well-being for not only yourself but for others, for the common good, then you go with that as opposed to the naysayers that you might find along the way.
Great. How do you compare having your own practice with having a job? Which do you like better?
Oh, I was pretty much incapable of having any kind of job. So for me, it wasn't really a question. It just never worked. It
Mm.
never worked. And so having your own business, um, the ups are up, you know. But when it's dry, and you got to just find a way to get through the dry periods. And after you do it long enough, the dry periods periodically and regularly turned into good times, and then they go back to dry periods again. But it's when you're in a dry period, instead of freaking out and going negative, you know that the good time's going to come again. And that, for me, gave me time to do all the things that couldn't do when I was so busy.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.